Alright, so here we are. We're doing the Precon Echo versus Typhoid Mary. I was originally going to do it versus Kingpin, and I actually did try it a few times, but two things. I think the Precon matchup against Kingpin is both boring and extremely hard. Like, there's just a lot of stuff not happening, and you're always trying to thwart so much against him, and you just can't with this Precon. This Precon's very defensive based. It just didn't work out. So I thought, how we try against Typhoid May? She seems kind of neat. And then we're using the Raft Breakout for this. So I've done most of the setup. We still have a few things. This is our obligation we're going to put in here in a second when we finish setup. So with a Breakout, the villain will start with a Master Key. So after the villain schemes against us, we deal each of the boost cards, part of that scheme, that's a minion to me as a face down encounter card, okay? Then Typhoid Mary starts with this out, a setup card. Put the villain into play on a random side. So she's two-sided. One side she has 2 attack, 1 scheme, and the other side she has 2 scheme, 1 attack. So we're going to roll a die to figure out the random side she starts on. 1 to 3, we'll start with the one it's already on. 4 to 6, we'll go to the other side. Yeah, so we'll start on the other side, which is Bloody Mary, which she has more attack in this one. Right, then we have a scheme for her that starts into play. It's permanent. It has 8 on it, and when we defeat it, we put 1 token on this, and we flip it. I believe it's like an ally. I think it's attaches. This is an attachment. She can't activate. That's interesting. We'll figure this out as we go along. I haven't played this at all. So Bloody Mary, Typhoid Mary, she has 10 health, and whenever she would be defeated, instead we put a counter onto this card. And when this card reaches 3 counters, so we beat her 3 times, or I guess we can do that once and beat her twice, we win. This also has the effect of at the end of the villain phase, she automatically flips. The raft now. We have most of the setup done, I believe. Attach the master key. Now we need to discard from the encounter deck until we discard a prisoner card, and then we reveal it, a prisoner minion. So we're gonna discard a bunch here, and that's why I kept the obligation out, because it shouldn't be in there. Nope, not a prisoner. Absorbing Man. So there's our prisoner. So Absorbing Man's a 1/1 with 6 health. Villainous, when he attacks, tuck the bottom card of my deck under him, and he gets +1 attack for each different resource type on the cards under him. Alright, so let's put our obligation in. And then Echo, she revolves around taking event cards and tucking them under herself as you play them, and then she has a card called Photographic Reflexes that lets you recast any events tucked under her for cheaper. And that's 5 copies of Photographic Reflex in her deck, I believe. And the way the deck itself is built is largely around her attacking and defending a lot. So we got that. A new keyword for this is starting. This comes in her Precon. Starting is basically setup and basic and aspect cards, and it's optional. So you don't have to put this in your hand if you don't want to, but I'll choose to. It's innate reflexes. It gives me 1 defense. Alright, so I think we're all set up here. So let's draw opening 6. Superpower training's pretty good. A double's good. Choreography's pretty good. 4, 5. One of our photographic reflexes. The best offense. It's okay. I think we got stuff to work with. Let's see. I think anything really special happens with that. Absorbing Man's going to be a problem pretty quickly. he'll immediately get another attack. Yeah. When we flip, we're gonna get a free event card. So I think we could, let's see, how many events in our hand? This is 3, and this lets us get a upgrade from deck or discard. Best offense could help us do this, so can we do that? We don't have any. We're gonna play that as a 1. Photographic reflexes isn't really doing anything for us now, so it's that for each of those, and then that gives us. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and flip, yeah, and we're going to get an event card. We're going to get Army of 1, yeah. This is probably the best event. I forgot to do the main. I didn't read what it does. Each minion gains, when defeated, remove 1 threat from the main scheme. 2 if it has elite. This stage is completed, players lose the game. Starts with 2, gains 1. Okay. Threat might not be as much of an issue, because if we get rid of that, he's an elite, so if we get rid of him this turn, we immediately clear out the main. Alright, anyway, what was I doing? I was going to grab my event. Are we going to get Army of 1? I think so. So let's see. So actually, if we play this, the best offense, this would give us another defense, and then our attack is equal to our defense. And so we could use Army of 1 to take out Absorbing Man, and that would remove the 2 threat from the main. So that would end up using 2. And I really want to use that. So each of these is 1. So what do I want to keep? I want to keep the double, maybe? Choreography is pretty good to draw a card. I think maybe we'll keep that. Alright, so we're going to overpay a lot. Could get an upgrade to that. We're going to overpay a lot to get superpower training. That's 3. We're going to pay 1 for the best offense using innate reflexes. So we're now 3 defense, and if we use our basic attack or thwart, we use our defense instead. I think we're going to start off with that. So we're going to attack Absorbing Man for 3. I'm going to use our photographic reflexes to play Army of 1. And this will get tucked under us since it's an event. That will ready her. And then we're going to attack for another 3 against Absorbing Man, which defeats him, which triggers the main. So we remove 2 threat from the main. Yeah, I guess we're gonna just end with that. We'll draw 5 in harm's way, get their attention, so when she attacks we can remove another threat, another Army of 1, and energy. Okay, so to the villain phase we add 1 to the main, and then she is attacking me for 2. Nothing else happens. Yeah. Right, so she's attacking me for 2. I'm at 3 defense. We can ready up with an army of 1. I do think I'm going to defend against this. So she's attacking for 2 with a boost. If Typhoid Mary is activating, deal 3 damage to an ally you control. It's Bloody Mary right now, so that doesn't trigger. So that does nothing. We then get our encounter card. Hard as Marble. Attach to the minion with the highest base hit points and give that minion a tough status card. No minions, so it gets Surge. The Hand Lookout. Has Guard and Tough. 0 Scheme to attack 4 health. Alright, end of the villain phase, she flips over to Typhoid Mary. And then it switches back to my turn. Okay, so I think we're going to do this when she attacks. And probably use it to this to grab an upgrade. She's going to be attacking for 1. He's going to be attacking for 2. He's just Guard and Toughness. Harm's Way would deal 3 damage or remove 3 threats. So we could do this right now to pop Tough. Pop Tough and clear that and get... I think a katana is probably the best thing to get. Can't play anything else though. Well, yeah, we can. So actually, what if we do that for that, and then ready her with Army of 1, or play out choreography? I think we do play out choreography here. Okay. So we are going to play out choreography with an Army of 1. So we can exhaust this to shuffle an aspect or basic event, and discard into our deck, and if we're an alter ego, we can draw a card. I'm going to use these 3 resources to play in Harm's Way. This is an event, so it's going to go over here. So this is both an attack and a threat. We deal 3 damage. Well, we deal damage equal to our defense, which we're at. This is gone. I should have thought that through, but that's gone. We'll just go ahead and continue doing it. The 2's going to pop the Tough off. We have 2 thwart left to do. I think we're just going to do it over here. Right? Yeah, we'll just do that. It's a terrible turn. We can use choreography to shuffle an event back in. It cannot be an identity-specific event, though. We'll just do Army of 1. I feel like that's pretty much the best event, although you can't really get her attack very high. I have nothing left to do. We're gonna draw 5. That's a katana, that's good. Photographic reflex, it's not bad right now. This. I team up with Daredevil, who is the only ally in this deck. Standalone, and another standalone. Alright. So 1 goes on to me. Typhoid Mary is now attacking us for 1. She's attacking for 1. We're ready here. I think I'm gonna take it. Let's see what happens. I think we're probably gonna have to defend against the hand. Oh, nothing, so it's just 1. The hand lookout's going to attack us for 2. I'm gonna go ahead and defend against that. So it does nothing. And And then we get our encounter card. Gang up. We get attacked by everything again. Well, this is gonna hurt. Alright, so she's attacking for one. Is there anything we can do? Nope. Actually, nope. This is 1, 3, down to 5. And then the hand lookout's going to attack us for another 2, bringing us down to 3. It's not good. Let's go into our turn and see what happens. So first off, we're going to play a photographic reflex to play Army of 1 to ready ourselves. Actually, yes. Yes, we'll go ahead and do that. I want the katanas, or do I want standalone? I think I want the katanas. I need to actually do damage. So. Want to attack or scheme? Oh, I mean, for what? If we attack, we're not really doing anything. We're gonna flip. Should we flip and heal? I think we're gonna thwart this, actually. When she schemes, something does happen. We're gonna get more minions into play. If her boost cards on minions, we'll get more into play with the Master Key. Oh yeah, she flips. So she is on the bad scheming side. I think we're gonna do this. We're going to overthwart this for 2. This is a victory pile, and then we get to add an upgrade to us. I believe it's identity specific. Yeah, identity specific upgrade. There is, I think it's the res or something like that that lets her heal. Maybe that. That's a support. Oh, improvisation. That's what we're getting. So need deck or discard pile. Doesn't matter. Yeah. So improvisation will. Actually, hold on. There's one more I want to check. Forget if it's a support or a upgrade. Alright, so we can get American Sign Language or improvisation. So this gives us more damage. Threat removal. Yeah, it gives us more damage or threat removal. This gives us resource generation. It's a very hard decision. Her stuff's decently cheap. I think we're gonna do that. Alright. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and flip over. We're going to activate choreography. Yeah, we'll shuffle back in another army of 1, and then we get to draw a card since we're an alter ego. It's a photographic reflex, so we'll definitely keep that. Her katana, whenever we play an event, we can exhaust it to deal damage equal to how much that event cost, and its base cost, not how much we paid for it. Well, that's all we can do. So let's draw up to 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6. We got our only ally, muscle memory. Let's just add events back to our hand from the tucked area. Alright. So, let's see. Going into the villain phase. Running one to the main. Bloody Mary is scheming for one. She only schemes for one. That's very lucky. Master Key would trigger, but it's not a minion. So that was really nice. The hand lookout schemes, but it's 0. So then we get our encounter card. Raised by the God's obligation. Find Kingpin and put him into play. Engaged with you. No, there is no, yeah. So Kingpin's now here. He's 3 scheme to attack, 6 health. When he would attack Maya, he schemes instead. After you thwart, place that threat here. If there's 4 or more threat here, remove this card from the game. So we can't deal damage to Kingpin until this card is gone. The only way to get rid of it is to thwart for 4 here. We are in a bad situation here. Alright. See what we can do. Bloody Mary swaps to Typhoid Mary. I think we're going to start. We have any more events to shuffle in so we can get a draw? Yes. I'm going to do a shuffle and get their attention just to get a draw with choreography. Also, the way this works is, so we thwart something and the threat that was on that scheme goes to here instead. I see. It's not as bad as I thought it was. Let's draw a card. We got 3 photographic reflexes. It's probably a little useless, but let's see. We have Daredevil. Goes up, so we want to do this. First off, I think we are going to exhaust a heal. Go up to 6. Flip over. So we can play in harm's way for 1. Which is 2 damage, 2 threat removal to help get rid of that. So we can probably go there and remove 2 from the main. I think that's okay. Then we can activate katanas to then deal some damage to Mary. I think we're going to use, well, we'll start activating photographic reflexes to use in harm's way. We have to pay 1 for it, it's not free. I don't think standalone, but are we gonna get Daredevil out? I think so. So in harm's way. So this is 2 off here, which puts 2 here, and then we're going to deal 2 to Mary. So she's down to 8. Okay. Then we'll activate the katanas, and we'll do another 3 to her because that costs 3. So she's down to 5. Actually, hold on. Hold on, I'm going to take like all of that back. Because I forgot about the hand lookout that's about to attack us. So we could do 2 and then 3 to just we float 1 damage. I do think that's better. I think we're going to do that. We're going to get rid of this hand lookout. Oh yeah, we can't even do damage to Mary because he has guard. So yeah, that's that. So now we just have Kingpin to worry about. So let's see. The photographic reflexes are kind of useless right now. It's in harm's way. It would. Huh. I don't think we can damage Kingpin with it, because I don't think it works like that. I think we're gonna keep the in harm's way to get out Daredevil. It's maybe the wrong play, but oh well. Actually, hold on. Because this becomes 4 cost. Actually, I think we're going to keep one of the photographic reflexes instead. And then we'll get out Daredevil. Alright, so now Daredevil. Actually, improvisation also triggered earlier from when we played In Harm's Way, which is both an attack and a thwart. Which means we actually healed 1, and we deal 1 damage to an enemy. I guess we could have split the damage better there, but oh well. We'll just do this. So Mary is now at 9. Okay. So now, Daredevil's gonna thwart for 1 or 2 on the main, which pushes this up to 4. Alright, and so because we got 4 on that, this gets removed from the game now. And Kingpin can now be damaged. He's about to attack us with 2 and... Oh, he's going to scheme. Okay. It's probably not terrible. We're at 7. There's really nothing else we can do. We're just going to ready up and see what happens. We'll draw our 5. American Sign Language is great. Powerful punches. 5, Ronin's good. Alright. I think we might be in a good state if we can get through this turn. Alright. 1 goes on the main. So Typhoid Mary is going to attack us for 1. We defend against us? It's not much. Can't really ready her, can we? I think I'm just going to take it. I'm only at 7. This might hurt. It hurt a little. What for? Kingpin's going to scheme for 3. So this is now at 4. Because Kingpin schemes when he attacks instead. Then my encounter card. Assembled armor attached to the villain. Forced interrupt. When the villain would take any amount of damage, place it here instead. Does 5 or more damage here. Discard this attachment. And she gets +2 attack. So we need to deal 5 damage to her to knock that off. Okay. Well, we got a work cut out for us. So let's see. So Daredevil's going to start by... I think that's a bigger problem than Kingpin right now. So we can powerful punch the armor off. Daredevil and that. And this is an attack and a defense, which triggers... Actually, this is an attack and a defense. If we do a thwart, we get an extra damage, but I don't think... Yeah, we don't really have that. So actually, hold on. I think we can do it like this. I'm going to use these two to pay for American Sign Language. Okay. I'm going to have Daredevil attack Typhoid Mary. She flips. Bloody Mary with 2, which goes onto her armor. This also causes my next event to be 1 less. And then we can exhaust American Sign Language to generate a wild resource for an event. So we'll play Powerful Punch for free. We're going to use that against Bloody Mary. It deals 4 damage, which brings this up to 6, which knocks it off of her. Gets discarded. And then since this was both an attack... nope, hold on. Oh, that only works when they attack or defend. Oh, we have to rethink all of this again. We had 2 powerful punches. I think this still kind of works. We just do it on her turn instead. This is a hero resource though, so we can't... it is a resource, not an action. So we can use it on the villain phase. So what is she going to do this turn? Kingpin's going to be attacking us for 2. Daredevil's probably going to take the Bloody Mary attack regardless. And then we defend against Kingpin, probably. I think we're going to attack Kingpin. Echo's going to attack Kingpin for 2. I think we'll keep the rest. Wait. What did we just pay for? We paid for American Sign Language with these 2, right? Right. We're at 4 though. I think we'll be okay. It's really low, but I think we're gonna make it. That's what I say to myself every day. Okay, so we're gonna draw 4. Okay. So Daredevil is till the end of the round, so I still have this discount on the villain phase. So that's good. It's actually really good. Okay. 1 goes in the man. Bloody Mary's initiating an attack against us. In response, we're going to activate Powerful Punch. We're going to deal 4 damage to her. That goes onto this, which gets rid of this. It also triggers improvisation. We just did an attack and a defense. So we're going to heal up to 5. And we'll remove 1 threat from the scheme. We're going to remove it from the main. Okay. Could do it again. That would take out Kingpin, actually. I think I will. So I believe you can, as long as you can keep stacking any in response. So we'll use 2 to do another Powerful Punch. We're going to use this one on Kingpin. This knocks him out. And that's another attack and defense. So we heal another damage and remove another threat from the main. We're still dealing with our attack. It's 2. I'm gonna have. Okay, they should be ready. I'm gonna have Daredevil defend this. It was only 2. Daredevil's gone. Then we get on a counter card. Baron Zemo. He's villainous. Treat each ally with threat on it as a deceived minion with a blank text box. Its scheme is equal to its base thwart, and it does not take consequential damage. When revealed, place 1 threat on an ally without threat on it. It engages its controller. Well, good thing this is not an ally deck and I just got rid of Daredevil. Alright, I have no hand now. That's that. But let's see. Yeah, we could have also. This is a response. So we could have done this to deal another 2 damage. Because those cost 2. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Which brought Mary down to 7. I think that's the end of my turn. We're going to flip her to Typhoid Mary. All we got is a photographic reflex. I'll use those. He's with scheme for 2. He has villainous. She's gonna scheme for 2. I really don't want to flip. I would like to draw. Photographic reflex can trigger these on my turn as well. Right, we're gonna just do this just to shuffle an event back. I haven't seen any right army of ones, huh? Let's do it in harm's way. This town's gonna hurt. I'm gonna have her go ahead and attack Zemo for 2. And then we'll just ready up. Five. What do we got? We can remove 3 threat from the main. That's pretty good. And we have also powerful punch for 1. Well, no, wait. Powerful punch would be free if this. Okay, we got some stuff we can do on that turn. Okay. Villain turn. 1 goes on the main. Typhoid Mary is initiating an attack against me for 1. It will activate photographic reflexes to use this powerful punch. I'm going to deal 4 damage. I just realized this is to that enemy. Well, that was a huge misplay, I think. I could have done that to Kingpin. Huh. Oh well, we were too far. Let's just keep going. So this deals 4 damage to her. And then it's both an attack and a defense, which triggers this, so we heal for 1. We remove 1 threat from the scheme. And then we're going to use this. I think in harm's way to get their attention. When an enemy initiates an attack, we can remove 3 threat from the scheme, so we'll do that from the main. And it's both a defense and a thwart. So I can remove one threat from this one finally. And then we can deal 1 damage to an enemy. I guess we'll do. What's she at? She's at 3. Move 1 to Zemo. Alright, and then. Because we paid for something. Actually, hold on. Let's redo that. We're going to do the 1 to her. So she's at 2. And then, since we played, this one was cost 2, they both cost 2, so it doesn't matter which one I used it with. But we can use the katanas to then do another 2 to him. Alright, and then we're going to continue this attack. I do think I will defend against it, because Zemo's going to have a card too. So that's 1, 3, I'm at 2, so I'll take 1. Zemo's going to attack me for 1 plus boost. If Bloody Mary is activating, nope, she's not. So it's just 1. Alright, and then it's back to my turn. We could play the best offense. I don't think that's particularly useful right now. We could use Study the Tape to grab. Photographic Reflex. Maybe? Might be the best thing to do right now. She flips. So I think we'll use that to grab Photographic Reflexes. Come on. It's like, they're all in here pretty much. That's 1. And this would be useful if I had all my army of 1s. They're on the deck. I'm about to draw them all. So I think we'll just... When she attacks, we can activate this. No, get rid of... No, I mean... Yeah, because then katanas can get rid of Zemo. I'm also going to push her at least 1. I want to flip since the scheming. This can't trigger when they scheme though. I think we're gonna keep this like this. We might die doing this. I'm gonna get rid of the best offense since I end my turn. I'm gonna drop to 5. Strength. The res. Army of 1, that's one of them. So we're going into the villain phase. 1 on the main. Bloody Mary's initiating an attack on me. I'm going to activate the powerful punch using Photographic Reflexes. So this deals 4 damage to her, which resets her health and puts 1 on Disturbed Psyche. And then, because that was an attack and a defense, we get to heal 1 and remove 1 threat from a scheme. Let's go ahead and get it off the main. And then we have to, that doesn't have to be exhausted. We'll exhaust the katanas to deal 2 to Zemo, the cost of that card. And that gets rid of him. And then we are going to defend for 2 on this. So she's attacking us for 2. 5, so we take 3. We're down to 3. Putting off flipping, I think we're going to have to flip this turn. And then my encounter card. A hand lookout. Has guard and tough. Alright. So, back to my turn. So we have Army of 1 and we have Study the Tape, which means we can ready ourselves 2 times. The res, we need healing. The res doesn't really do anything right now. American Sign Language does make this Army of 1 free right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we exhaust American Sign Language, play Army of 1, which lets us ready. I'm going to attack the hand lookout just to get the toughness off. Let me study the tape to get a photographic reflex. This is a hero action. Okay, so we're going to use photographic reflex to play Army of 1 to ready Echo. We're going to flip Echo. I'm going to activate choreography. Let me shuffle in and draw a card. It has to be a basic or aspect event. In harm's way. Powerful Punch has been doing a lot of work. I feel like we should do that. Draw. Another photographic reflex, but nothing to really use it on. Alright, we're going to exhaust to heal 3. I'm going to go ahead and waste the strength to get the res down. Even though it doesn't do anything, we're going to keep this photographic reflex and we're going to ready up. She attacked me. She should be flipped, right? I believe so. So then I'm going to draw 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Get a counter card. Oh, this is slow. Okay. So we're going to the villain phase. Went to the main. Yeah. Went to the main. She's scheming for 2. All these are one of enemy attacks. Can't really do anything, so she's scheming for 2. Scheming for 3, and then if Typhoid Mary is activating, take 3 indirect damage, exhaust each character damage that way. Wow, our healing just did nothing. So we're down to 3 and we just got exhausted. And so she schemed for 3. That's up to 4. Then our hand lookout scheming for 0. And then we have 2 cards. First one. Flight Serum. Attached to a non-aerial enemy, otherwise will gain Surge. Attached enemy gains Aerial. +1 scheme, +1 attack. Discard an attack event from your hand, discard this card. I think we're going to give this to the hand. The hand lookout, because this is any enemy, yeah. And then we have Mysterio to worry about now. There are a lot of minions in this deck. He's villainous. After Mysterio attacks, deal each of their activations boost cards. That reminds me, we're supposed to do any minions to us. That was a boost. It is not a minion, so it does not. Okay, so anyway. Deal each of their activations boost cards as a treachery to yourself as a face down encounter card. Okay. So I think we're good there. I think we. So now back to my turn. And we're going to have to flip up, aren't we? It's a hero interrupt. I mean, we're probably gonna die. She needs to flip. Because we're also against Bloody Mary, which isn't good. Well, let's just see what happens. So I'm going to activate American Sign Language for Army of 1 at Ready's Echo. Actually, yeah. Goku's gonna attack the hand lookout for 2. I'm going to use 3 to play in harm's way. We're going to deal X damage, remove X threat from the scheme with that as our defense. It's only 2. We're going to do 2 damage to the hand lookout, which knocks him out. We're going to remove 2 from... We'll just keep the main down. And this is both an attack and a thwart, which means we heal 1. I believe we get to deal 1 damage. We're going to deal 1 to Mysterio. That goes there. And then we'll activate Echo's Katanas to deal another 3 to Mysterio, so he's at 4. And we'll use our Photographic Reflex to activate Army of 1 to ready Echo again. And we'll attack Mysterio. We'll deal 6 to him. He's gone. I mean, the turn was okay, it's just our health is really low. And we're against Bloody Mary this turn. So we could very well die here. I don't think there's anything we can shuffle an event back in. It's not really relevant right now. We can't flip down. Well, I guess that's it. Let's draw our 5. See what happens. Roman would be nice to have right now. Muscle memory 4, 5. Nothing useful against the villain right now. So let's see what happens. We put 1 in the main. She's attacking us for 2. We have to defend this. She's attacking us for 4. So we take 2. Shadows of the Past is gone. So here we go. A counter card. The Hand Lookout. Guard and Tough. We survived. For now. So we can do some cool things here, I think. I would like to get Daredevil down, but I don't think we can. Alright, so we play this. Play Photographic Reflexes and use that to play that for free. How much damage she flips? I don't ever remember that. Could we actually defeat her this turn? We would have to do... We can do 7 thwart. And 10 damage. We win. This would deal 2 and 2. Plus 3 makes this 5 damage to thwart. Plus this makes it heal and 1 damage, right? So that makes 6 damage to... We're not going to have enough thwart, I don't think. Yeah, because nothing else is going to do that. Well, the team up, we can play See No Evil, Hear No Evil for free. So what if we do this? What if we play Daredevil? I think we actually might be playing Daredevil here. I think this is making the most sense. Because we can play his team up for free. We're going to do this. We're going to pay 3 for Daredevil. So, what is this? She can't do anything. Do you get extra? I see. So she can't activate for a turn. At the end of the round, you get an extra encounter card. And then this just comes back. Okay, so how do we do this? So we need him to activate first to get off a discount. Should we just not worry about that? Should we try and push to finish this? It's been so long. 2 to Mary. Brings it to 8. Use sign language to do this. And we can deal 6, remove 6. We could remove 3, deal 3 to her. And then use this to deal 1 damage to him to at least ping off the tough. What if we do this with 6 threat off of that? Brings it to 1. She would wet 2. We have to flip. I think what we're gonna do is he's gonna attack Mary. So this gives us a discount by 1 on our next event, this turn, this round. We're gonna activate American Sign Language so we can now play See No Evil, Hear No Evil for free. So we get to choose 2, and we can choose multiple times between deal 3 damage and remove 3 threat. We're going to do 1 of each. So we're going to move 3 from the main, and we're going to deal 3 to Mary. So down to 5. And then that triggers improvisation. We did an attack and a thwart, so we heal, so we go up to 3. And we deal 1 to an enemy. We'll just go ahead and do that to get the tough off. We can't deal damage to Mary. He has guard. So 3, we did 5, so she gets 5 back. Oh no, wait. We gotta go back. We go back quite a bit because he had tough. So he did 2. It still comes off because he did 2 to ping off the tough. Then we did this for 3 and 3 thwart, and then that triggers this to do 1. And heal 1. So yeah, so he's gone, but she is at 10. Okay. Then because we played an event, we can activate her katanas, and that will deal 2 damage to Mary. So she's at 8. We have to flip down. Well, yeah. Well, no. We'll flip down. It's safer. We can activate. Actually, we can activate the res. This heals her for 3. It's based off the highest cost of events tucked under her, which is 3 right now. Also, we can do this to draw a card. Yeah. Why am I not doing this? I'm going to do Powerful Punch. Their attention. When an enemy initiates attack, remove 3 threat from a scheme. That might be pretty good. Alright, we're finally done with this turn, so remove everything. Oh, she's not going to attack though, she's going to scheme. So do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think we actually are close to getting there. Alright, so villain phase, 1 on the main. She's scheming for 2. 5. And that's not a minion, so that doesn't trigger, but puts it up to 6 out of 11. Then my encounter card. Caught off guard. Discard an upgrade or support. I control. I hope. I feel like it's choreography because things go bad. We might still need the heal. All right, so we made it. To the next turn. So I'm just gonna go ahead and flip up. When we flip up, which I probably forgot to do, we can search for basic card. Actually, basic event card. Getting Army of 1. Let's grab Army of 1. Actually, Army of 1's a lot more expensive right now because we have Daredevil. Oh well. Can we do? What can we do? We can at least put another token on it. She flipped. Please see no evil, hear no evil again. Right? So we could do 6 to her, and then this, which would be 8. That'd put another token. Can we do another 10? 2, 4, 2, 4, And I believe this also is another damage, right? 5. 6. Wait. If we play this, it'd be 6, 7, and we can do another one. We can activate this for harm's way to make it 8, and that puts us 2. But then we could use powerful punch when she attacks us to finish it, right? And so I think we win here if I can do this right. So Daredevil attacks for 2. It brings her to 6. My next event is 1 cheaper. I'm going to activate photographic reflexes and use American Sign Language to generate a wild resource for see no evil, hear no evil. I'm going to choose to do 3 damage twice. That resets her to 10. And puts 1 on this. Alright. Then Echo's going to attack her for 2. Brings it down to 8. Actually, we also get to activate improvisation from see no evil, hear no evil. So we did an attack and a thwart, so we get to heal 1 and deal 1 damage to her. So she's at 7. We're going to use these 3 resources. We have to use 4. And get their attention for in harm's way. Do we care about that? Well, that'll let us do more damage to her. Right? Because then we'll do 5. Actually, we just win here, right here, I think. So we use 4 resources because harm's way costs 1 more because we have an ally in play. But this does damage equal to our defense, and we also get to remove threat. So that does 2. So she's down to 5. We'll remove 2 from here. And then we'll activate Echo's Katanas. That lets us do 3 damage based off the cost of in harm's way. Brings it down to 2. Now we're 1 short. Because Army of 1... Well, hold on. Harm's way is also an attack thwart, so we heal another one. We do another damage to her. She's at 1. So she's now at 1. If we had 1 more resource somehow, we could play Army of 1. Or if we could get rid of Daredevil somehow, but we can't. Because Army of 1 it costs 1 more because we have an ally in play, so it's 2. But we have powerful punch, so we just went off that. So it doesn't really matter. Let's just go through it. So we'll ready up. Draw our hand. 3, 4, 5. 1 goes on the main. Bloody Mary is initiating an attack against us. We're going to activate Powerful Punch. We'll discard this. It deals 4 damage to an enemy that initiates the attack. And that knocks out Bloody Mary. Alright, so that was really slow at the start because I just don't really like these more defensive decks. I will not keep this deck like this. I think she'll be really fun in Aggression. I think Aggression Echo is going to be a really fun deck to play with. And yeah, Bloody Mary, it's interesting. We didn't even really do this, which I guess if you thwart a lot, this might be the way you get rid of her. Because I guess you have 2 methods of getting rid of her. You can either go for this, you can do a mix, but yeah. The Kingpin misplay was pretty huge. I don't know how much it would affect things, but that was a pretty big misplay.